today.
The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Trader's Edge with Steve Rhodes. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The Trader's Edge. Now, Steve Rhodes.
Good afternoon, folks. Welcome to the May 22nd, the fabulous, the fantastic Friday edition of today's Trader's Edge Show. I'm your host, Stevie Perseverance Rhodes, who absolutely knows that each of us should always be pioneers of our future versus prisoners of our past. Hope everyone out there is having a great day. Hey, let's make sure we have an extraordinary day, an extraordinary weekend, an extraordinary life. And the easiest way to do that is to always remember that life is happening for us, not to us. That's right. When you and I make that one little 2x4 shift, it means we can find the gift in every set of circumstance that life is going to toss at us. Now, today, you and I, we're going to go check on the circumstance of these markets. We're going to go figure out what those bulls and bears, what those buyers and sellers are communicating to you and I just past 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I do want you to know that I'm absolutely grateful for your presence here, but much, much more important than that, during this next 60 minutes, I'm here to serve you. So feel free to pick up that phone. You can dial on it at 877-927-6648. If you can't dial it, we've got you covered there. You can always let those fingers do the walking. Send me an email, steve@tfnn.com. Inside the subject heading, please put radio show question. And in our Tiger's Den, any ping will do. So let's go ahead and get this show started on fantastic, fabulous holiday weekend Friday. As you know, we've got some Memorial Day weekend, so everybody be safe out there. Get some sun. I'm just in off of the beach, literally in off of the beach. But right now, this is, of course, Tiger Financial News Network. I'm Steve Rhodes, and welcome to the show. So let's get right to it. Right now, we got the indices, a mixed bag out here. You've got the Dow off 100 points, the S&P down 2, and the NASDAQ up 20. Russell is off. Well, Brussels basically flat. The semis are up 5, so a mixed bag out here. Gold's up $13, silver 30 pennies. Light sweet crude is up 95 cents. Natural gas is up 3 pennies. That contract, though, we're going to have to roll this over into, I think there's just about 2 or 3 days left. Roll this over into July out here. That was June. Still up 3 pennies. And 30-year Treasury is up 30 seconds. Lead the charge dollar-wise, the upside. Inari Medical up $23, 121%. They've obviously solved something. Shopify's up $22. Splunk up 19. Booking Holdings 19. To the downside, it's NetEase. That's up 24. Intercept Pharmaceuticals 13. Alibaba 11. Quidel Corp down 8. Let's go to our first caller, Steve in Maryland. Steve, thanks for calling. Thanks for holding. How are you today?
I'm good, Steve. How about yourself?
Very good. Thank you so much for asking. And what do you have planned for this holiday weekend?
Well, I describe myself as either somebody forced into retirement or a cloistered monk or somebody who is under house arrest. So I don't have a whole lot of plans.
Okay.
I'm quarantined up here inside the Beltway.
Understood. Okay, well, good. But you're healthy. You sound healthy. You got a good frame of mind, a good attitude. So you can't ask for more than that. And you want to take a look at CV Sciences, and folks, the ticker symbol there is CVSI. Is that correct?
That's it.
So tell us what you're thinking of doing and how I can help you.
Well, I'm trying to find a buy point here. If I use Tom's analysis, I would go back. To the strongest volume, but we just crossed a swing point, so I'm wondering whether that's going to be support as well.
Well, so there is certainly an A to B equals CD pattern that is underway. And if we take a look at the retracement was pretty deep. So this A to B equals CD pattern could be coming to an end. The one-to-one price projection out here gets us to 90 cents, and it's at 87 cents today, and the high is about 88 cents. Now, it's not that price needs to stop there. In fact, the way that price is coming in to the D point of this A to B equals CD pattern, and the mere fact that price is along the left-hand side of the C to D leg, what this would communicate to us, Steve-O, is that we should see this get up into the 105 to maybe 123 level. But what we also know is this is the end of the week. And if we take a look at the weekly set of profiles, that would be my center chart out here. What we'll see is prices running right up into resistance of 92 cents. So I would never suggest that you would enter into a long trade as prices moving into resistance. So you're looking to buy this. If you're lucky, and the read is right out here, this should pull back. Now I see I've got to update this. Give me a second here. My apology to update this. Oh, why doesn't it show that? So I'm going to give you one. So there's a couple levels for you to take a look at on a pullback. One level is going to be 64 cents. Another level is going to be 76 cents out there. And those would be the areas that I would be looking at. And unfortunately, one of my charts here is not working properly. It's not updated. It's not giving me the day's information. I'm not sure what's going on. So, so that's the information that I have for you at this stage here. Have you been watching it for a while, or what's the thought process behind this specific stock for you?
Well, I made a lot of money on this when it went up a while back, and I've been watching them all come down. And I know it's got a good product, and I do float turnovers. I look at where the shares that are available for trading have changed hands.
Okay.
So it hasn't gotten above its float box yet, but I'm really interested in the stock because I think it's going to move a lot higher in the long run. So I'd like to get in it at the best level.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so at this stage here, we got to go with what we have at this stage of the game. And this hasn't changed its trend on an intermediate turn time frame. And that's why we're looking at this 92 cents, the top of that weekly profile. So I'd sit tight and wait to see if you get a little bit of a pullback here. I wouldn't chase it right now, not this close to resistance. Does that help you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I love your analysis. Where do you see on your other charts the one with the white background? I'm fascinated by how you have breakdown areas.
Sure.
Can you pull that up again so I can see that?
So I've got it up on the screen. The price here on the bar is printing the correct price, basically 87 cents, but it should be filled in. So the breakdown levels are these green horizontal lines going across my screen. They're objective because I just use a very simple tool, which is the TD 9-count pattern. So the TD 9-count pattern, and I have a workshop on my members page. You can subscribe. It walks you through everything. You can subscribe for 2 days if you want, and there's no cost to you during the first 30 days out there, and that way you'll have the exact details of the pattern, because I can't explain that all in the next 60 seconds. But it is part of the TD9 process. It's a great tool for identifying breakdown resistance and breakout support. Take a look at this CVSI as an example. You might have been interested in buying this on March 26. Big wide-ranging bar as this was moving higher, but had you not known that resistance was at 76 cents, you might have gotten in then, and that would have been the wrong time, because you can see how price...
on the same page, because that is exactly where I thought I should put it, so that's great.
Got it. All right, we're about to go to a hard break here. Hey, Steve, have a safe weekend, and we'll look forward to speaking to you soon.
You too, Steve.
You bet. Thanks. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back, folks.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Folks, so I want to just follow back up, finish off the CVSI out here. So, Mr. Bill in the Tiger's Den, yeah, this qualifies as a Gartley sell pattern, but you and I would never take that as a trade right now because of this wide-ranging bar coming into that D point out here, and that's the reason. So I'm putting this A to B equals CD out here, and that's the reason why, this is a tough call. First, you've got volume coming into this. You've got a wide-ranging bar, and this is suggesting to me that price wants to move up to that $1.05, maybe $1.23. But then, that requires. But then I'd have to ignore the weekly top of the box out here, which was the reason to suggest that Steve, we're coming into resistance out here. So maybe just be patient to see if this thing will pull back out there. And then the TD9 levels out here, those levels where I gave you as maybe 76 cents as a buy and maybe 64 cents. Those are the TD9 breakdown areas. And we know it's old resistance, 76 cents that is, because we can see how price stopped at these levels out here without having known where the breakdown resistance was. It's not a swing point. That's why it is very. And look, when this bottomed, if Steve-O was to ask me, hey, where was the entry point on this? We could see that it would have been back here in March when this was making the bar following bar number 9 as the low of a TD9 count, as well as wave number 7, that's letter G out there. So he had two signals, and had he gotten in, and we were just taking a look, because this is by the numbers. I try to not give you my opinion as much as possible. I try to just simply be a good narrator of the charts and take a look at what the charts are communicating to us and be able to understand where the game is being played, right? Where is support and resistance? So we've got another caller who on the line who wanted to ask a question about the TD9 count. So let's go to Jeff in Jersey City, maybe? New Jersey? Jeff, where are you at?
Hi, Steve. I'm in New Jersey, just outside Philadelphia in the Cherry Hill area.
Perfect. What are you going to do with your holiday weekend?
Believe it or not, I'm going to work on trading.
Ah, perfect.
I've been, I just can't seem to stop.
But you say, believe it or not, you're going to work on trading, and I'm kind of called the nerd of trading, I guess, in a nice way out there. So I love it. Okay. So you're going to be working on trading. How can I help you with regard to the TD9 count pattern?
Yeah, I do a lot of testing and work on my own to prove to myself whether a particular technique works or not. And I was curious to ask what work you did to have such confidence in the TD9 count. I know that you reference it a lot, and but I haven't heard you describe like what kind of testing or research or whatever the nature of your confidence is in that particular technique.
Sure. So it's a great question, and where the real confidence comes from is in trading it. And so I do most of my, so I can't say most of my trading. Yeah, actually I can. So when I take a look at the word trading, I totally differ that from investing. I would imagine that you do that as well. So when it comes to trading,
I understand the distinction, yeah. Yeah,
it's a huge distinction. So when it comes to trading, oftentimes what I'm trading on are going to be the 30-minute time frame charts, and so first it comes from experience, because there's nothing like experience. I have found that no matter what pattern it is, Gartley sell patterns, A to B equals CD, my Rhodes momentum indicator, top and bottom, where price is moving higher or lower with less relative energy, any of those patterns, you just simply have to trade them enough for the instruments that you track to be able to gain that confidence. I've done back testing on stuff. I've got some tools and patterns that I've created, and I've done back testing. And the problem with back testing is you tends to end up curve fitting the market at this point in time. At a point in time when you're taking a look at the back testing, that may have been an up market, may have been a consolidation market, may have been a down market. So I haven't had great luck with back testing something, coming up with the exact parameter, putting that parameter in place, and then trading off that. I don't know if that makes any sense to you.
I understand about curve fitting, and in fact, when I do testing for myself, I try to take it from different time frames and different markets.
Sure. Okay. So that's the first part of my answer to your question. The second part is doing the show 5 hours a week, the hours that I spend putting together the newsletter with charts. And so the most confidence that I have with regard to the TD9 count pattern is its levels of breakdown resistance and breakout support. And that pattern, and I don't have a way to see. I think that the market is always providing us with information. And what I mean by that, Jeff, is, so let's say we have an area of resistance at 76 cents here on this chart for CVSI. We know it's resistance. So knowing that ahead of time, had somebody taken the trade on the TD9 count back in back in March, or maybe it's wave number 7, part of the Basel-Chapman wave system out here, we had a really nice target as to where price was going to run into resistance, 76 cents. Does that mean that it has to? No. But boy, having that piece of information is so extraordinarily helpful. Why? Because if price does take it out, and when I say take it out, I like to see 2 bars close above that level. Well, that's telling me that now resistance has failed, and there is some type of change in trend for that specific time frame in place. When I watch instruments pull back during the day when I'm trading out here, let me take a look at let's take a look at this morning's action. So here I'm going to pull over a 30-minute time frame chart from this morning, and we're going to try to blow this up. And so I'm sending out the newsletter to subscribers. I'm showing them the Rhodes momentum indicator bottom that formed at 4:30. This is on all 4 equity futures contracts. So we've got the ES, the NQ, the YM, the Russell 2000, each making the Rhodes momentum indicator bottom the way that it should. First is the bullish reversal signal. Second is a move above Stevie's red line out there. That gives you the trigger to go ahead and take the trade. Now, as we were coming into the open this morning at 8:30, 9 o'clock, as I was sending out the newsletter, it was to prepare subscribers for the fact that we should see price pull back. Why? Because all of these instruments were also making TD9 count topping patterns. And what took place from about 8:30 on, price pulled back. Pulled back to where? Pulled back to Stevie's squiggly red and green line, which is in level of support. It's not a moving average. So it's just, Jeff, the best way that I can answer that question, it is in doing shows like this each day and going through the number of charts that we do, the number of charts that are included in a daily newsletter, but more important than anything else, it's actually just trading it. And the trading it is what gives you the confidence. But when I trade it, no matter what I trade, no matter what system, I am always I have my stops on both sides of the trade. I've got my exits on both sides of the trade. That lets me sleep at night if I'm carrying it overnight, or like I've done for the last couple hours, I've been on the beach with the kids and not worry about it. And so it's just that's the best answer that because it's the real answer.
Right. Well, there's nothing like firsthand empirical evidence to give you confidence. You know, you see it working in real time, and it's more visceral when you're actually trading your own money. You tend to be very observant. So that's good. So, good source of confidence. Thank you for going over that with me.
You bet. And we're about to go to hard break, so check it out. It's a great pattern, and I give you all the tools for how to do that on a archive workshop in my members page. All right. Hey, have a happy holiday, and we'll look forward to talking to you soon.
I'm certain you are or strive to be one of the best at everything you do in life. It's the most common trait that we tigers and tigresses share. If you're looking to become the best of the best when it comes to managing your money, let me teach you to do what most wealth managers tell you can't be done, which is how to time the markets. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, and for the last 12 months, Timer Digest has been tracking my newsletter signals, which have earned me the ranking as their #1 market timer in the nation for the S&P 500 for the last 12, 6, and 3 months. Timer Digest also ranks me as the #1 market timer for gold as well. The fact is, markets can be timed, and I'll teach you the exact set of tools that I use that has transformed me into one of the best at what I do. Sign up for Mastering Probability today by clicking on the newsletter tab on the homepage of TFNN.com and get immediate access to workshops where I take you step by step how to use an extraordinary set of tools, as well as provide great market calls too. Sign up today.
If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartleys, ABCs, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Let's go to our first question by email. This coming in from David H. from Houston, Texas. And David writes in, he wants to take a look at ticker symbols AROC. It's Arch Rock Inc. So David's question, I'd like to ask you to take a look at Arch Rock Inc. This is natural gas compressor stock. Is this an island bottom formation on the daily? Well, it is. It's a gigantic island bottom. So I'll show you what that is, folks, out there. I've taken a position in the stock and would like to add to it. Looking forward to what your charts are telling you regarding AROC is, again, the ticker symbol. So here is the island bottom. And this is a gigantic one that has formed. Let's put the rectangle. Hopefully it's a yellow rectangle. We'll take whatever color it gives us. And here is your island. No, it was a red one. So I'll make it yellow, though, just so it'll stand out different from the profile levels. So here is your island bottom. So it's gigantic. Now, in an island bottom pattern, folks, it doesn't have to occur over 3 sessions. In this case here, it didn't. It took several, probably a month or so. This had gapped down on the trading session of March the 9th, about 1.8 million shares as this moved down. So you've got that big gap in here. And what transpired a few days ago being May 18th and the 19th. May 18th, price gapped up. May 19th, price pulled back just a little bit, but price is above the actual, any of the highs inside this rectangular shape out here. And that's what creates the island. And island bottoms or island tops can be very strong. We're following the island top that's in Home Depot. We'll take a look at this after this chart to see if it still exists. So you're in this. Now, what can I share with you so far? Profile-wise, you're above the daily, so that's good. You're above the weekly, that's good. And you're below the monthly. So the monthly becomes your counter trend target move to the upside, and that's going to be $8.56. So that's the first number that I would put down on your pad of paper. The second number would be, well, where did I put the chart? Oh, my goodness gracious. AROC, let's get this thing going out here. Again, sorry about that. I must have changed it during the break to something else. Let's pull this over here. So we're trading right now at 577. Oh, good. So this has got an updated chart. So what this is telling us out here, you're looking to add to your position. First, I want to be able to share with you that you've got resistance. You're approaching resistance, and that's going to be at 677, a buck from where it's trading right now. So that's going to be your first resistance level out here. Do I have any other kind of topping pattern? Well, shoot, I have 2 out here. Now, when I say topping pattern, this has got a TD9 count top. This formed on the bar following bar number 9. That qualifies, bar 8, 9, or the bar following 9. So that's our high. That's May 20th. Obviously, if price is going to get to 677, you're going to need to get a close above that. It's got to be a close above it, 596 out there. So that's the first topping signal. It suggests that price will pull back. We can also see that Stevie's red line turned green a few days ago, and we typically see price and that line catch up to each other. Now, the bullish test is a test and rejection. Right now, the line is printing to 516. That line is going to change values, as price moves up or down. But use that as a general area out here. So, David, if price tests Stevie's green line, the oscillator and change line, tests and rejects it, that's your entry into adding to the position, knowing full good and well that you've got resistance up at the 677 level. Not that resistance means that it's a top, means that is where the sellers are hanging out. That is where the price of this stock broke down recently. Let me look at the weekly time frame chart. What do we have on the weekly? Well, the weekly formed with a TD9 count bottom. So this probably helps Jeff in Jersey. Out here, again, we get to see the pattern unfold over and over and over again. Does it work all the time? No, it does not. What it means is that when you see this pattern, let's say you were going to go short AROC, not that you would, and you're on bar number 9 or the bar following bar number 9 on a TD9 count, are you going to take the short then? No. But if you do get closes below that, then it's communicating to you you've got extraordinary momentum inside that move in the direction that it's moving into. On a weekly basis, you're going to be in week number 6 of a TD9 count. So you've got 3-4 weeks maybe before you'd have to worry about that. You'd be watching for the weekly to get up to the level on the daily, see what its count is. That's at 677 out here, David, to maybe have you take some profit, or I'm not sure, but maybe you're in this for the long haul, a long haul. On a monthly basis, prices moving lower with less relative energy, but no bullish reversal candle, nothing here for me to say on a monthly basis that this has made a real solid bottom. So to answer your question, You want to buy, add to your position sometime somewhere around the 501, 516-ish type area, knowing that a 677, that is where your resistance stands, and that is on Arch Rock. And, David, that is an island bottom, so congratulations on picking that out, and best of luck to you. Our next question coming in from Hector and the fuel injectors out here. Happy fabulous Friday to you, Hector. I'd like to enter a day trade right here in short the Qs. What are your thoughts? On other Fridays, maybe at 1 o'clock, I might say you could do that, but not on this Friday. You got a holiday coming. And pretty much, then I can tell you, everybody's on the beach. I just left them. Although the police today, I think they finally have given up. They got the drone up. I told you about the drone yesterday, right? And yesterday, they were doing a pretty good job. The loudspeakers, it's loud. And they were doing a pretty good job of trying to keep people off of the dry sand out there. Right? They say you can go in the water, you can run, walk along the beach, but you're not allowed to put your towel down and lay in the sand, which is a mind-blowing thing. But today the drone was just up. It was up high, just kind of watching, observing, and so they're not going to do that. But in any event, to answer your question, Hector, it's light volume. And that doesn't matter. We've all been locked down, whatever that is meant to each of us out there. It's still a holiday, and people are going to take advantage of that, try to be with family, friends, however it is you're going to celebrate. And so, no, I would tell you that of all the Fridays, now, you want to go along. I'm still going to go take a look at it with you, right? We're going to go take a look at so the NQ. So the first thing I want to know about the NQ, let me get this going on another chart out here. Actually, I probably should have put it in a real short time frame. Why don't I do that? NQ 0620 out here. So first thing first, on the NDX 100, I want to show you this, and I'll go back to the intraday system out here. So what did the NDX 100 do yesterday? It confirmed a 3-drive to a top pattern. You can see the 3 drives out here, generated a bearish engulfing candle, key reversal session out here, everything. But all price was able to do so far today is push price down to Stevie's green line, 93.59. This line, now green line, and we were taking a look at that on the last sprint. This would be the type of test and rejection that you would want to see to go long. Now, you wouldn't say that about the Qs right now because you've also got a topping pattern. I don't know which is going to work, but you've got resistance up ahead, so you've got a real small margin to deal with here between resistance and support. And on a holiday where basically volume should be falling off the, as they like to say, falling off the vine out there, it just doesn't make sense. Now we'll come back and take a look at intraday. So I don't know what the time period is that you would look at for this, but I'll just go to let's go to a 5-minute chart. This is for the NQ. See if there's any patterns out here. You're wanting to go long right here, or you want to go short. You want to go short. You want to go short after I just showed you that test and rejection of Stevie's green line. During this break, Hector, I'll see if I can find any reason for you to entertain that trade. But I think go to the beach. That's the better outcome. We'll be right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
If you haven't checked out the newsletters page of TFNN.com, what are you waiting for? All of the TFNN newsletters are informative, up-to-date, affordable, and a must-have for every trader looking to gain a competitive informational edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets to offer you the very latest in market news. Plus, new subscribers get to test drive our newsletters risk-free for 30 days. From all aspects of the markets, including stocks, bonds, metals, commodities, and tech, there's a newsletter to fit your needs exclusively from TFNN. Stay informed each day you trade and get that competitive edge that will help you stay ahead of the game. Visit our newsletters page by going to TFNN.com and click the newsletters button near the top of the page. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foresight Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. So for Hector, who would like to take a short in the NASDAQ 100 right now, the QQQs, I spent time, Hector, trying to find anything, and I found a couple of things, but at 1:42 in the afternoon, just keep the hands in the pocket. And then the second thing I would say, if you were going to take a short, why would you short the strong indice? Right? So if you were going to take a short, my recommendation is you would short the Dow. Or maybe the Russell 2000, but not the NASDAQ. Now, here's the reason to not short the NASDAQ. We look at the 30-minute time frame chart. Price on that the last 30-minute bar that was coming into 130 closed right above that breakdown resistance level created by that TD9 count pattern, and that was at 93.95. Now, I don't know what this bar is going to do coming into the 2 p.m. time frame, but if at 2 p.m. price is above 93.95, that's telling you about strength. Yes, Stevie's red line has turned green, and we should see price and that line catch up to each other. But there's not a reward risk for you to take the short trade here. So can I see the market cooling off and not doing too much after about 2 o'clock? Yeah, absolutely. In fact, the 60-minute time frame chart has a TD9 count pattern as well. This is the bar following 9. This is the high. So probably the market doesn't do a whole lot from this point forward, but it's the market's Hector, I think you're hearing it in my voice. Today's not the day. Monday would be a different day. No, it can't be Monday. It's holiday. But you know what I mean. Tuesday, in essence, would be a different day. So let's go take a look at the next question coming in. Well, there's a question in the den about that Twitter chart. Could you show it again before the end of the show? Yeah, I'll do that during the break there for you, Mr. Bill. So we'll do that. Tim writes in, and Tim says, I'm in SPXS and wondering if I should add, hold, or buy. So that would be the short position for the S&P 500. So let's go take a look at the S&P 500. Let's do that here. So let's get the read on that first, and you and I will go take a look at what are the levels that you need to be observing in this trade here. So you do have a short signal inside the S&P 500 that formed yesterday. With a bear sash candle that confirmed the Gartley sell pattern. Now, we've had a couple of Gartley sell patterns that have confirmed out here. Nothing had, one thing did break through support. I'm going to show you this. So here's the S&P. The first Gartley sell pattern formed on this day here, April 30th. That was another bear sash candle. So that Gartley sell pattern, would have looked like this as an example. But once price closed above that resistance level, that pattern got negated out here. And that took place on this trading day here, which was Wednesday, I believe. But then yesterday on Thursday, got the bearish reversal candle. So now you've got the Gartley sell pattern. What price hasn't been able to do is close below Stevie's green line. So for the S&P cash out here, Tim, you're going to be, sorry about that. You're going to be watching 29.21. That's a level that you need to see price close below to then suggest to you that price is going to head lower. Now, your ultimate outcome right now, from a daily perspective, in the S&P 500 is 2574.57. But you might ask the question, why did price stop where it did on May 14th? Price pulled down here, Steve-O. You don't see any pattern. Why did price stop there? That's where you're trading the S&P, Tim, and so you really want to have access to the ES Mini. You want to have access to the ES Mini primarily because you want to be able to have – this is all about price discovery. And so the ES Mini is trading just under 23 hours a day out here. Why did price stop where it did? What is the importance of understanding the futures contracts out here? Well, if we take a look at those, price stopped right here. Remember, May 14th, here's where my cursor is. This is May 14th. We're looking, let me just expand the chart because there's 4 out here. I don't want anybody to be confused. Here's May 14th. You can let me put an arrow there. That way it'd be easier. I don't want my cursor to. So here's May 14th. So why did price stop where it did on that pullback inside the S&P? Well, shoot, it's not even an arrow. Man, I'm butchering this today, huh? I'm butchering this. Yeah, I guess my mind is more on the beach than it is on charting, huh? But that's okay. I'm here. I'm present. I came back, didn't I? I did. So here is the bar, and so you want to be able to understand where is support in the inside the ES Mini. So you can also see. And here's the problem with regard. You got the short signal for sure. But has price broken through on a daily basis inside the ES Mini any levels of support? And the answer is no, it hasn't. Your first level of support on the way down is going to be 28.90. That's the ES Mini, not the S&P 500. Your next level is going to be the center of that box, 28.16. And then the final level is going to be 27.66 out there. So your question was, you're in it, wondering if you should add. You could add. Should you hold? I don't see a reason. You don't have any reason to not hold. Should you add to it? I don't know if I'd add to it. I don't know I don't know what your trading strategy was when you had entered. So I don't have that information. But I'm giving you the information, hopefully, that I think that you need to assist you. But and so summarize. I wouldn't sell it if I'm in it. I'm in it as long as you've got a stop that's in place, because I don't have the reason to tell you to exit. If I had that reason, I would absolutely do that. Let's go take a look at this next question. This is coming in from Mike K. in Niagara Falls. And your request is ACDVF. So ACDVF, you just take a look at. Let me pull this stock chart over here. Let's just use my white background charts out here. And what these are going to tell us are that why are you buying Air Canada? First of all, why are you even focusing on the airlines? They're like dead meat, it seems like. But here, I'll give you what the daily time frame chart for this equity is telling you. It's formed a nice bottom. It did it with a TD9 count. That helps Jeff, who's listening from Jersey, because he's asking, what kind of empirical data do I have with regard to how this tool works out here? And I said there's nothing like just simply continuing to pull up chart after chart after chart, seeing the pattern, and then assisting you. So you got that, and price made its way up towards its breakdown level, 1314. Price would have to close above that, Mike, to blow my skirt up out there. You probably don't wear a skirt. I get that. But I can't be interested in this. You shouldn't be interested in this at this stage of the game out here. Now, maybe you're interested because you've got some slightly higher highs, and maybe higher lows out here. But I just don't see it. If you want to get into this, then the price point would be 983 to 1055 as we speak right now on the daily time frame. And you're going to want to watch price close above 1314 to suggest that you've really got anything in it. So thanks for writing in. I hope that helps answer your question. So we're about to go to a hard break. Hey, I want to be able to provide you, and that would be Jay, with a new profile that's attempting to form inside the NASDAQ. The top of the box, 94.44. The bottom, 89.13. The center, it's not in the center. It's a bear-structured profile, and that price point is 93.11. New daily profile, the only one forming, is inside the NQ. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be back in just a few.
Markets trading with extreme volatility and peaks and troughs everywhere, regardless of what you're looking at in the markets. This is a great time to see the type of analysis Basil Chapman delivers for his subscribers every market day with the Opening Call newsletter. Basil has been analyzing markets, providing his take for subscribers to his trading services since 1984. Every morning, Basil publishes an update for his subscribers, along with weekend and evening updates when warranted. The Opening Call provides traders a daily market overview with regard to the direction of the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, along with specific recommendations, including stops and targets. You also gain instant access to Basil's subscriber webinar archive from earlier this year, a dark cloud cover, and essential market analysis. Ride the Chapman wave today by signing up for the Opening Call newsletter on the front page of TFNN.com under the newsletter tab. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Sign up today.
The gold market has taken off topside in a large way in 2020. If you want to take advantage of this sector, now is the time to subscribe to my gold report. The gold report took profits in 4 of its equities in the gold portfolio in the first week of January for a combined profit of 99.2%, with 2 positions left in the portfolio that have a profit of 67.5% as of January 7th. The gold report is a comprehensive look at the metals sector as well as the markets that move gold, which is the currency and bond markets. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Every Monday morning, I publish the gold report with coverage of gold, silver, bonds, the XAU, HUI, GDX, as well as more than 30 different mining equities. To see for yourself the types of profitable trades that are recommended within the gold report, sign up now by visiting TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the next great gold trade. Sign up today.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They've been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
This is David White. Stay tuned because coming up next is the Power Trading Hour right here on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. So you got the Dow off 94, S&P down 3 points. So we took a look at the S&P. Let's go take a look at the indices out here, the cash indices for you. You've got a sell signal, valid sell signal inside of the S&P. You've got a valid sell signal and buy signal inside of the Dow. The sell signal is the Gartley sell, resistance 24,764.77. The Gartley buy, it's got support at 22,789.62. Whichever side breaks is going to communicate to us where price's intention is. So the upside, if price breaks above that resistance, negates the Gartley sell. 25,994 is the print. If price closes below that piercing candle that set up that Gartley buy pattern, 22,789.62, then the Dow is telling us it's headed back to its lows. It doesn't have any support out here. Now, we could go back. We would need to go back to the Dow equity future contract. That's where we would take a look at that final support level. That final support level on the Dow equity future contract would be 23,460. Any close below that, 23,460, tells us about the change in trend and the run back to the lows in March. We take a look at the NDX 100, as we did earlier. We can see that this got the 3 drive to a top pattern. Price has held support. That's the support of its oscillator unchanged line. And so this has got a sell pattern or sell signal in it. If we take a look at the Russell 2000, much like the Dow, has got both a sell and a buy. It's got the 3 drive to a top, resistance 1373.40. It's got the Gartley buy, support 1181.10, and it was a hammer candle. Close below that, we're headed back to the March lows. A close above 1373. The Russell 2000 will head to 1476.60 out here right now. Price is trading in between both. So all 4 of the major indices have sell signals. If we take a look at the XAU, what do we have inside the XAU? Rhodes Momentum Indicator top, wave number 7 top, price below Stevie's green line. Today was a test and rejection of Stevie's green line. This is telling you be careful if you're long the mining equities. This is telling you to anticipate and to expect a further retracement. Folks, we didn't get to the other indices out there. The semiconductor, a Gartley sell or a sell to D point. The transports, they've got a sell signal. The Wilshire 5000, a sell signal. The New York Stock Exchange, a sell signal. You kind of get the picture out here? Here's the picture. Have a safe, fabulous weekend. Thanks for being here. We'll look forward to seeing you on Terrific Tuesday. Be good.